What up, y'all? I'm Nick, and that's Betty. And welcome to Betty and Friends, a channel dedicated to the community and culture of the Volkswagen bus family, specifically split windows, bay windows, Vanagons. This episode, St. Charles, Illinois. Let's do it.
We're in St. Charles. We're here. I've known you a minute, and it's been really cool to see Janice come about and all that. Where did you get Janice?
I got Janice in, I think it was 2011.
Okay.
I had a 79 bus and needed a lot of total restore, and I needed her transmission. That's what I was in the search for.
Okay.
In the search for a transmission on Craigslist,
Okay.
I found Janice here in St. Charles, a lady that was going to be moving.
Hometown girl.
Yep.
Okay.
She got right to Colorado and started an adventure and had to get rid of her.
How long had she had her?
I think quite a while. Like,
Is she?
Yeah, she did all sorts of road trips and camping, and at one point it was a bogger, so it was like a mudding bus. It had like the fenders were cut out and bigger tires.
She take it off?
Yeah,
Sure.
she did all sorts of stuff with it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
When we used it as like a camper and all that. And then when I got it, it was in better shape than the one I was going to get it for the transmission. Well, it was better than the one that I had as far as the rest of the bus. So
The transmission led you, and then you found Jan let us.
so I was going to decide to buy Janice to take the transmission from, but it ended up being a better bus than what I had, so I ended up keeping Janice, and starting her is my lifelong project.
Was it always green?
It was like dark green, and then use some mismatching quarter panels as well. But then when we sauntered down to paint it, we found a maroon, a beige, and then I think like a darker green again from the very beginning. So a few different colors over the years.
Okay. And that's it. So did you paint it pretty quick when you got it?
I would say within probably the first year.
Okay, yeah. But that was something you wanted to be pretty early on. And I think you told me you gutted it, you took everything out. You had was it a buddy that painted it?
Yeah, we ripped it down to just blow metal and nothing, no wires, nothing.
Yeah, so you did the paint job.
Paint it and then figure out from there. So slowly since then, my mom helped me do the interior.
Shout out, Mom.
Yeah, shout out to Mom. And then since then, like Butters and I, mutual friend that we met through.
Absolutely. Yeah, he did all this work, and he's the only reason we're here. Yeah. The only idea is to not be ready without Butters, but neither would Betty. I mean, sure, but what you called him a magician.
Yeah. He is a magician in an automobile.
Yeah, man. I mean, just brilliant.
Yeah.
And it's been, you've had it so many years. Yeah. And it's been, what's been the phases along the way? So you got it, she was running when you got her. She was already got it. The job was first.
What?
And then what was the progression?
So originally it was, same kind of thing I use it for now, parades for my business, for the event. Yep. And just kind of like, an ongoing process. Like I don't have a ton of money to just pay someone and say, hey, make my bus perfect. Like it's built not by chiseling away. Yeah. So we're just slowly, after the paint job, it was, let's just get all the mechanical parts running out. So, my friend Ben and I, Butters actually, the engine died in like 2014.
Okay.
Sat for a couple years.
Okay.
And then in 2016, Butters found an engine core in Mexico and offered to pick it up for us. So awesome. And my friend Ben and I, pieced together an engine and built it.
Okay.
And since then, Butters and I have just been slowly
hammering at it.
Yeah. Okay. So interior has been the most recent process.
Okay. And you had said that this came from Germany through the East Coast.
Yes, it was originally in Boston.
So the engine in Mexico and then through Boston. They have all the St. Charles.
It's a Franken bus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What has been one of your favorite events, trips? What's been one of your favorite journeys in Janice so far?
I would say probably the parades. That's a big part of our establishment here in St. Charles. Like, we're proud to be in St. Charles. We've won the St. Charles Parade a couple of times. Last year we took third place. Yeah.
No kidding. Is that show-wide?
No, it's just like the St. Charles Parade. They have like categories, whatever, we're the business category.
Oh, yeah.
And so you won it like twice, and this last year we took third. Next year we want to win again. You're all right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
She's trying to make her like a staple of our company. Mm-hmm. So the parades are kind of like a big thing for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's neat. One thing that was really cool through meeting you is you would take your bus and you would go out. There's a Humane Society out west from here, and you would go out there and you would do an event with what's the name of the
Wolfstock.
Wolfstock, and last year when I met you, you weren't able to make it there, and so me and Betty had the honor of filling in there. But man, like what an amazing event! Because I'd done some car shows, but I'd never actually taken Betty to an event. That was the first event I've ever taken Betty to. Man, it is cool.
Yeah.
You meet people in a different way. Car shows, you meet car people and then just people that pass through.
Yeah.
But man, like, especially with dogs, and as a shelter, it was, and you made the t-shirts. I still have it. I wanted to wear it in this one, but it was so tight. It was so cool. Roof sock, and it was so brilliantly put together.
Nice.
And it's neat, like, when that you had talked about that a bit, but that's what's neat about owning these buses is the people you meet, the people that come up to you, and I can only imagine the parade. Were there any other buses in the parade?
No, not in the St. Patrick's Parade. There is a group, a Volkswagen group that does the Christmas Parade.
Okay.
The lights in St. Charles. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of buses and bugs in that looks really nice. Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
But at the parades, they bring out a lot of people that like to come up and tell us their stories of, they had a bus back then, or my parents had a bus and we used to travel in it, or, we left one dead on the side of the road 25 years ago, everyone's got a story of their bus stories, which is really cool.
Like getting lost, breaking, and then redemption. Yeah, you know, you meet people. It's funny how you meet people in your darkest times. But the last people I met in Hamilton, she told a story about how her tire had blown, and then she met somebody who just had a spray, and it worked out. And it was just a neat story of just like, you're like, oh God, but then you find, oh man, there's another quote too. I can't remember who told me to, but you find some of the nicest people when you're broke down. Well, I'm sure there's some weirdos, but you know what I mean. Have people come out in the good ones, so yeah, parades. And my God, and your business. So like you said, like you've got your logos here. I love it, dude. It makes Janice Janice. Yeah. It's neat. You know, you've got the door closed, which is awesome, and you can see the full thing. The hairy ant. Your full name's Anthony. Yep. And how did the name come about?
Well, my last name's Harrison. So my nickname in growing up in sports, everything was Harry. Okay. Then Ant from Anthony. So you know, a lot of pairs and companies out there in my industry are like initials. Okay. I felt like nobody ever remembers that. You know, so I wanted to come up with something that people remember. Yeah. And Janice is a symbol of the hairy ant. Sure.
On the logo, I love it. I'll get a close up on it when we do the tour of Janice, and we'll show, because I love it, because you could see it on the back. He's such a great character. He's got the beard on and everything. Yeah. You know, going forward into the future, what's you know, you and Butters are hammering at it. That's awesome. What's something? What's a down the road goal that you would like to take Janice to do, or a trip, a certain event of anything?
I would like to finish her off and, like, you know, finish the floor, the headliner, okay, or then probably, you know, do more stuff with making it like longevity. You know, I'm gonna ask him to do like some suspension work and brakes. Yeah, like, you know, like days like you did, to be able to go across the country and stuff like that. And I would definitely love to take my family on a nice camping trip.
It's there around here. Yeah. You've got Wisconsin, North. You were talking about you even go into Michigan.
Yeah, so Vallejo and then Indiana through to Michigan. I had a lot of good like Michigan. You know, sand dune camping type stuff. Yeah.
Even in Wisconsin, my family, we would go to Door County. It's somewhat of a cruise, but it's so cool. You go up north and it's a peninsula jets out. It's really neat. Yeah. I look forward to, you know, time, you know, over the years as it comes about. But man, I mean, I love it. One thing we were talking about with, I think the last people we were talking about, when you drive the bus, it's like, to me, it's like you're watching a TV or a movie. You know, it's like, it's one of my favorite things in life is to drive my bus into, you know, look out there and to head to wherever you're going.
What a great perspective.
You know, what do you do for maintenance, and what's your, you know, longevity? I know you've been hammering on over years. Yeah. I know you were still working on it now, but what's something that really works for you, keeping Janice alive?
Well, you know, she's a woman, so she's finicky. Okay. So, you know, sometimes you gotta just, you know, it's the way she smells. You found something's not right, or the way that she sounds, something that's right. But you know, just keeping up on her, keeping up on the oil. Yeah. She's, you know, being an original 1600 cc motor. Yeah. A lot of the old, you know, like if this then that type of stuff. So yeah. Keeping up on the maintenance isn't too hard as far as like, driving her enough is probably what I need to work on. Right. Well, you know, they want to be driven, and so like when sits for a while, which when I just did my expansion, right, she sat for 4 months. So it's like that was what they don't like. Right. Right. So I mean, if the maintenance as far as like what I driving it. Yeah, driving it. Honestly, that's what they really like to.
And you get cool. Like with your shop, and we'll get there in a bit, and we'll include it, like, because it really is the Hairy Ant, Janice, and your business. It's all one, you know, beautiful creation, honestly. Oh God, my brain. Where was I gonna go with it? But
you're good. Well, what you're saying, actually, like my bus is part of who we are, my family. It's where I'm in business. Yeah. My wife works with me in the front. You know, so like we own and operate our business, and you know, the decoration in her office is Volkswagen, and you know, like it's just a big part of who we are. Is we're a Volkswagen T-shirt family. Yeah, you made our shirt. Yeah, and just kind of became who we are, and who we.
Yeah, it's you were all one. Yeah. I mean, really. Did you when you first got, what was it that led you to want to get a bus? Did you always know you wanted to play in a business, or did you just want to?
No, I always wanted a bus. I always loved them. Aaron, like, you know, I don't know why. I guess we know why do most people do it. They bring people joy, and what we do it. And drive by through town, and People see them, a lot of peace signs, that waves, a lot of smiles.
Yeah.
Nobody you don't drive by and see people frown. I mean, for the most part, it brings joy to people. And I just always thought they were cool. Like, just the coolest looking cars out there.
And it was neat on our crew over here. Just, people, it's funny, they'll see it, and then they're like, almost a double look. Yeah. They're like, oh, wait. And it's true. Like, it's wild that a vehicle can bring a human being so much joy.
Yeah, they're like just being there. You just driving by, like people out to take pictures, people out to take pictures with it, of it.
Yes.
Driving by, a lot of waves, like yeah, it does. It brings a sense of community.
It really does. And you and Betters have done so much so far up to this point. What are some of the future, next step projects of getting further? Now you mentioned the brakes, updating that suspension, and then some of the interior, the headliner you talked about. What are other things that you're doing?
Well, headliner and the floor probably like the next immediate two.
Okay.
We did come up with Butters and I came up with the great idea to put like a TV, like a Nintendo Switch mounted. But yeah, in the passenger seat, so we can swim it. Maybe either be facing the people in the back seat, they can be watching TV, pro video games.
Okay.
Or brought out to the side here outside the door. Well, I have 2 kids and I just felt like, we're at a car show, at a camping or whatever, and you could be watching the ball game or a video game like that, or just do kind of like the next step was customizing it.
For sure, yeah, right. That's what's neat. That's what I've never. I'm not worthy of it, but here we are. But it's neat how, in everyone I've met so far, and even in some of the shows before I did Betty and Friends, everyone's bus is their own bus. Yeah. Like it's an extension of their mind. It's an extension of their creativity. It's an extension of. It's an outlet. It's like a canvas, and it's neat. The stickers. Did it come with any? Did you add all these? How did the stickers come about?
It came with a few fish stickers that Janice went to go tour and see the girl for that and fish she saw in Janice.
Okay.
She's been there. Yeah, so I got Janice has been to some dead shows. Okay. It's a bunch of fish shows. There was some, and I'm kind of a sticker junkie.
Yeah.
So I added a bunch to it. When I got her, she actually had a Steal Your Face as the front emblem. Janice is also a big Grateful Dead fan. Yeah, and I got to actually go see the Dead and Company at the Sphere 2 weeks ago and got to sit in the new EV Volkswagen bus, which is pretty sweet.
Oh my!
Yeah, I was trying to come out in December. We'll see. We got there after a minute. Is it okay? Yeah, they're saying December. No kidding. You got to sit in one. Let's sit one. It's pretty neat.
No kidding.
What color was it? Green, just like mine.
Okay. Okay.
And so we did a fake picture, like to send them out, like, hey, first in line, guys. Yeah. Next generation, whatever. Yeah, so it's cool.
She's beautiful, man. You've done, Charlie, love it, brother. His was the same year. We all got it in 2011, basically.
Nice.
And he's been slow, but his is like original. And it's neat seeing different phases of people's different buses along the way.
Yeah.
And how they evolve. I mean, that's what's neat. I mean, our buses are coming up on 50 years old. Yours is already over. And it's neat, you can't keep something alive that long without doing something to it.
Yeah.
And it's like carrying, not a burden, but sometimes it is.
Yeah.
But, it's neat how you have meshed this with your business. It's perfect, dude.
Thanks.
With what you do. And, from owning Janice from then till now, what have you learned about yourself? What are the things you've learned along the way from owning Janice?
Yeah. Well, I could say, having Janice is kind of like, having the bus is kind of like being your own self. Like everybody's bus is, like you mentioned, them. It's part of who they are.
Yeah.
And it's an extension of them as a human.
Yeah.
And like, there's no wrong way to customize your bus. There's no wrong way to build your bus. There's no wrong way to paint your bus. Right. There's no one way to be you. Right. One way to dress. There's no one way to talk. There's you be you. Betty is her. Janice is her. I'm me. I'm Anthony. You're Nick. And it's like, sometimes the best things about Buddy lead to some bad things, and that's the same thing with humans. And some people's best qualities could be, downfalls. And like, there's no wrong way. It's just like, when you're sitting in front of her and I'm sitting in front of her, it does, it kind of feels like this is part of each of us. It really is.
It's neat. I love the thumbnails where we get the two together
and
because it is. I love that about this channel is it's equally about the buses and equal about the people, but the people make the buses.
Yeah.
But then also the buses make the people.
Uh-huh.
And it is. I think I said in one of the episodes, it's like carrying a torch. I've said it before. I've learned a lot about myself from owning a bus. I've seen the darkest sides of my soul from Betty, but it helped shape me into what I am. And then meeting amazing people like Butters. You know, I wouldn't have met you without Butters. Betty wouldn't be without Butters. I know it's the same thing with Janice. You meet some extraordinarily awesome people along the way. In sometimes what seems like your darkest hour, you know, and I think that's what one thing that's helped me is I mean, Betty personally has brought me that, where you meet people that kind of bring you hope. You know, like, and it's neat how that works, where like you were talking about, like when you drive a bus and it can bring them happiness, but then the burden of being a bus owner when things break down, or you're on your other, you know, engine, or, you know, the many setbacks that I had with Betty, but the right people come along, and it becomes more than a bus, and it becomes more than a bus owner in a way.
And symbolic of, you know, your life in general. Like, it's a journey out there. And it's easy. You're gonna get flat tires, and you're gonna break down, and you know, it's about how you react. And having the bus, you definitely test your patience. We are all the times. Anything 50 years old is gonna need some loving, and it doesn't matter if it's got a brand new engine in it or, you know, a rebuilt engine from Mexico. Like, they're gonna have their days, just like people have their days.
For sure. It was neat. Like when me and Ryan had done the conversion, like in the time lapse, like I rebuilt it, and then he helped me do things that I couldn't figure out, you know, and we thought it was done, and then it was the wrong bell housing, and then we had to pull the engine, pull the transmission, but then we realized that the mounting bracket was broken. It was a blessing in disguise. Then we had it done. We thought it was done. I headed to Toledo, ran into some alternator issues. My dumb ass cut out the fuse box, and then, you know, I did as much as I could, and then I got totally jammed up. Then Butters came along, you know, and then, you know, but that's the other thing, like, had I not got the wiring issues done, had we not, like, Butters also helped me do the front axle beam, which I would have never even thought of doing. Like when Betty was done, I'm like, great, we're on with Betty and friends, and I mean, that thing needed to be done. So like, even though there are setbacks, they're the right steps forward, you know. And like with you, you've had so much going on with that amazing shop of yours. You're in a really awesome place right now, because that has been such a long-term goal for you, that now you get to just enjoy, celebrate, relish in that. And now Jonas, like, you get to like sixth gear it. I mean, I guess, okay, it's fourth gear. But, you know, now I'll enjoy it. And now, I mean, the sky's the limit with where you go from here.
Well, I look forward to it.
What do you have anything for the remainder of the year? I know you're going to be tuning some things in. Do you have any other plans this year for Janice or anything? Or what's the next kind of, what are the next 2 steps for you and Janice? Not work-wise, but like, what's the next thing that you would like to do?
Well, I'd like to have you come back for the Christmas parade, where we can add some lights on the outside, some Christmas lights, and maybe you can represent the Harry Ann the Christmas parade this year.
That'd be cool
if you want to do that. Okay.
You drive down Main Street?
Yeah, it's right down Main Street. All guys at night, so all the lights are, you know, it's based on Christmas lights. It's a lights parade.
Okay.
So I think that would be awesome if you want to help represent the Harry Ann.
We both have our underglow.
Yeah, that would be pretty sweet.
Yours changes colors though, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And we did the wheel rails recently too, so now it's 12 strips.
Dude, that's so I'm still limited to the full light bars, but dude, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
It's you know, it is. It's been a long time coming. I didn't get to say this yet, but Tony was originally going to be the first interview that I had done. I was here a year ago, and I was going on what was going to be a 1-week trip to Michigan, and then that's how I met Colin, Harry, dude. And that was also part of the journey. I mean, then there was that. Me and Butters, we had it done. I was taking on a Tenardo trip. I had never touched the rear with all the weight and all the stuff in the back. And I was stranded to, but then I met Colin, and then we did the interview. But this episode specifically has been a long time coming, because you were going to be the first one, and then I got stuck over in Ohio. And it's cool that we're here and that we're doing it, and that you get to introduce the word to Janice.
Yeah, and we both broke down in Butter's shop. But yeah, if it wasn't for him, yeah, we got him down already.
And it's neat, because I remember even then, like, you had things that you wanted to get done, and we're here, and to even see the progression from them until now. Dude, it's an honor, man. And I really thank you for taking the time. The sun's going down. Let's make it to your shop. Let's do an inside tour of Betty. Let's show off your shop to everybody, and let's do it. But my dude, I love you so much.
I love you too. Thanks for having me.
Oh, my man.
Appreciate it.
Dude, so much more. Let's go check all that out.
Okay, welcome to St. Charles.
Tony, we're chasing the sun here, man. What it is. Look at that beautiful, beautiful face, Janice. My goodness, look at those beautiful eyes. Well, you inspired my brother. Good to see you again there. Yes, dude. You inspired the headlights on Betty. Yeah, where she, those are sweet. They really are, man. And what's neat is when you do the turn signal, they flash yellow. I know we're chasing some, but we still got some good light. Brother man, let's walk through. Janice, it's great to see you. I guess let's start up front. Worked with you.
Yeah. So since I've seen you, we recently did some upholstery work. Got some front seats done.
Dude, it looks great, man. Look at those chairs. Where did you, oh my gosh, dude.
J-Bugs.
Dude, I guess, foam and did you, because the seats, these aren't the original, like all new.
All new, every vinyl, yep. So it's the original metal and everything. New foam and new seats. Only took us 3 tries. You know how that goes.
Oh, yeah. Right, I totally get it.
Yeah. Now we got to do the door. We have all the pieces.
Nice.
Kind of relax. Step over there.
Well, where are these switches?
Oh, well, we got
Repulbo on leather, or your the gift knob.
we put in some extra power supply in here.
Okay.
And we got some 8 lights and some, dude, some unveil.
Party bus. Yeah, there it is. I was seeing it when we were cruising around. Yes, bang the radio. Yeah, man. Dude, it looks so clean. Looks so good.
Thank you.
There's baby Janice up front. Talk about the radio. Where did these get that phone? It's real retro.
Yeah, so that's the J-Bugs. That's meant to be the same as the 1969 look.
Okay.
With Bluetooth and all the new amenities, the new stereos.
Okay. So, and one of my ultimate favorite. And it was funny when you were talking about. I remember Janice not having it, but dude, the rooftop. Oh, it's so sick, man. It's so sick. Did you have it wrapped, or how did you?
That's vinyl.
Is it?
Yeah, the rest of it's all paint. My vinyl guy, Mike, he did the roof like that.
Okay. And then, oh, dude, she looks so good, Jan. Oh, there he is. There it is. This is what we were talking about in the interview. That's your logo, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Harry Ant, Say Charles. Best t-shirts, best gear, hats, everything. I mean, you do it all. It's cool, actually, at your shop. We'll get there in a minute, but let's, and then, so you have the decal on both sides.
Yep.
We have the jealousy winner, so it was the camper style, and these are some of these stickers. Let me go ahead and just get kind of a walk through here. Well, like you said, it came to some, you added some.
Yep. This Yonder Mountain string was an original. The Shakedown Street was an original. It's Grateful Dead was an original.
Yes.
All over my battery.
And they've been grand.
The window gets smaller, but the sticky bags are. I'm trying to leave a space to look out.
Dude, it looks so clean. It looks so clean. And then this, because it's a camper, this does fold into it. Yeah, then it's neat. You have, and I don't know. Was that? Did it always have that access? I guess it does.
Thing, yeah.
Man, that's so cool because it is different than Betty. What's this? Is that lights?
This is the turtle lights up here. Yeah. So the underbarrel body modes. This was.
Dude, it's neat. And oh man, it looks so good, dude.
Yeah.
It does. It's like a little Burning Man mutant vehicle. I love it.
Well, here's the Frankie.
There she is. Oh, yeah. So you got lights back here, too?
Yeah. So that's part of the undergrade. We added some so we could work on it.
Man, you wired the whole thing in. It's awesome. There's so much illumination. And then, like you said, so this engine, this came from Mexico.
Yeah, the core. Yep.
Wow, dude. Oh, you got your hand sticker. It's cool. I mean, notice that. Right on, dude. It does. It looks. So the core, and then you took parts from the old engine, and then kind of merged it together.
Okay. So some were compatible, some were not. We kind of had to say the core we found out is like comparable with a 71 thing.
Okay.
This is a 69 Type 2. So like some of the parts were not the ones we needed, but at the end of the day we were able to figure it out.
Okay. Dude, I mean, it's amazing shape. The exhaust. Would that come with the engine, or did you add that on aftermarket then as well?
Yeah, that's aftermarket. So it normally would have a bumper. Okay. But the bumper was set at the same spot this is at. So I had to pick one, and I chose it. They're so good. So close last.
Yeah. And the lights, and those are all stock, right? The lights are, because you got that same look out. Yeah, air back. I've always loved this about the difference between your air vents and versus mine. Dude, your stickers, yes, they're just so good. And see, your dual works really, really well. Did the old rims. I mean, Janice, it's so good. Yeah, I'm gonna keep you high cutters.
I like the look of your tires being wider like that.
Okay.
I love your center cones though. They got the cone caps.
And since we're here, man, and it is an extension, even the well, I've seen me get in there. Let's go inside. Let's take a
Air
peek.
freshener.
Yeah, and then we got baby Janice in the dash, but there it is. I love the homage of green bus everywhere. Man, your dash is in great shape too. You know, it really is, and it's neat the difference. I remember we were at Butter Shop, and when we brought Janice over, just the little differences between the early '70s and like what Buddy has, fused wires in different lights, location. Yeah, and it's you still have the cut through, so you can like step through. What are you talking about with that TV in the ears? So I brought it up right here. So we're thinking if it's like a 24-inch mounted TV, okay, it can be pulled up that way or pulled up and dog right out like that. Oh yeah, through a USB slot for some remotes. Yeah. Oh, dude, the party. Yeah, it's awesome. Checkerboard flow. We're probably gonna do the same kind of look up here. It'll look so good.
Down there, I got the table. Just have to put it in, waiting for the flow to be done.
Okay. Dude, it's clean, man. Yeah, it's so clean. You've come really, even since the last time I saw you, you've come so far at all of the modifications that they've done.
We're getting there.
It's cool. I mean, since we're here, let's check out your shop, man. When people see it, it's such an extension. You can see Janice in your shop. Yes,
You always know their parks right here, so when people drive by, would come up, they get a first glance when they come.
and this compared to your other space, this is, I don't know, double the size.
3 times the size.
3 times the size. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, and all the artwork, my God. Oh my goodness, it is. It's like, I don't know. It's like stepping into a sanctuary. I know it's a business.
I love all the different. We'll try to walk through. I know there's some glares. Do the Grateful Dead sticker, and these are large sizes. My God, dude. I mean, just all the art. The art.
A lot of these are your design, and then you subbed them out to have people make, or how did a lot?
Yeah, he's there. Do the banners in house.
Okay.
We just do the apparel stuff.
Okay.
So these are 2 screen printing presses right here.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it is. It's well, it is. It's like a Wonka factory, but for shirts. And like, so this shirt up here, I love that one. Slang and Ink. That's what you made, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was our grand reopening at our new location shirt.
Awesome. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm new to all this, y'all, and I'm trying to learn how to plug things, add them to videos. It's gonna grow as it grows, but I'm gonna definitely try. Remember, Harry Ant, St. Charles, Illinois. Dude's a badass. It makes some badass stuff. Let's go ahead and like cruise around. I just want to really show off some of this beautiful art that you have, man. And then, well, yeah. So you said your office is out here, so people come to do business.
Yeah, this is enter in the front, and yeah, but this is my office. Kind of a mess.
Well, I mean, my gosh,
That's front office is where we have some Volkswagen decor up in here. Yeah.
green buses forever.
Kind of part of who we are.
This is an awesome sign. That's so cool, man. Wow. Yeah, and then so this is the display of basically all the products that you do is kind of all up front here.
Yeah, so we just kind of started this new retail area, just like some random, St. Charles stuff, Harry Ant stuff.
Awesome. I guess a custom light. Light there,
Got that custom made.
yes.
Gotta have it neon.
Of course you gotta. Dude, everything's green. The green's so tight. There it is. The fox is a very sacred part of St. Charles, right?
We even customized the wallpaper in our bathroom right up.
Why? Yeah, figure, dude. Wes. I mean, everywhere you go, it's like, well, it's like, I don't know, whatever that. Oh, the bus. I see it there. Yeah. Okay, I've never seen a cool bathroom. And all these pieces. It just, was that something you envisioned? You wanted just kind of art everywhere?
Yeah.
This, you would say, is this was a newer piece, or you were talking about it really?
Yeah, my family went to Texas about a month ago, and we found these Texas Longhorns at a trading post. And like, I had to get them. I didn't know how to display them or how it was gonna all go, but Daisy already had this cowhide rug and the vibe of the room, so I made that. Everything designed to go with it.
It's so perfect, dude. It just, I mean, when you walk, dude, I love this cube.
It's a Banksy.
Oh my God. Wow, man. Nasty.
So a lot of stuff like that, I just find crew art online and want it in my office.
And, when that's it. So I don't know. I mean, you hunt art depending on when you go and find it on my art shows.
Okay. This is a guy right here, Nick Ringelstead, who I've been collecting for years. Finally got a skateboard one off this year.
No kidding.
He did that video game one on the other side of the room too.
We'll check that out too, man. Everything is, that's the thing. I wish we had enough time in video. Oh, I didn't realize that was string.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. Oh, where's the,
that's the video game one.
Oh my gosh. Yes. And like all them, little ghosts, from different games, different things. Wow, man, old school. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Beautiful art, beautiful place.
Yes, it's like the bus, the artwork on the yeah, an extension of the hide in different places. We'll definitely check out. I mean, man, because you've got mirrored machines. So, well, that's what's wild is you started your garage.
Yeah.
Like a video in your house garage, and then. What was the step leading up? I mean, I don't know. You did like individual presses.
Yeah, it's like a manual press. Okay. And at that time, I could probably print, maybe 50 to 60 shirts an hour. And it was like a hobby turned into a side job, turned into a second full-time job, kind of.
And then you're the T-shirt king in St. Charles.
I'm trying.
Well, man, it's just, and all these, it looks like, I mean, it's so neat. And each one of these are phases or stages, or that's how kind of the arms. Yeah.
So like this is where the shirts go on, and then for every station on top is a color I can print on that shirt. So,
right, so layers. So I guess you're right. I mean, one thing, and then someone.
So that's like a white, orange, and green. So we've got 3 different stations up top.
Are there some shirts where you'll utilize all the arms?
Oh yeah. No, like there's presses that have way more colors than this type stuff too.
Oh my God, that would be unreal.
It is pretty fun.
I'm just gonna walk around here. We'll check out some of the art and. Dude, and then these are the screen presses you were talking about. So you use these, you put those on the arms, and then that just kind of where it goes. That's right, Cubs. Shout out to this man too. I'm a Reds fan. God, the struggle is real. But there's a brother here. He does really cool. Him and some friends do some season tickets, and I had never been to Wrigley, and he hooked me up with some tickets to Wrigley, and it was one of the best baseball experiences of my life. Oh, dude, I didn't even notice this one before. The ant with the crayons. Wow. Seriously, y'all. I mean, there are times in life where you just pause and you have to really take in the moment because there is beauty everywhere. You just have to pause to really, really appreciate it. And this place is a living example of that. And all the unique ideas. I love the printing things. Man, oh man! Was your a home opener or whatever, or your grand opening? It wasn't here. You had like an event.
Yeah,
it's such a cool thing.
And throw back to Butters again here. This press is called Texas Tanning, because Butters and I drove to Texas the Black Friday a couple years ago and drove straight back with this press.
Okay.
Texas, so that sounded like they're ready for use before the shop was ready.
Did you? I don't know. They got to be kind of hard to find. So you found it online. It was down there, and you guys went and got it.
Yeah, and I really like the idea of having the same year, make, and model as my other.
You know it.
Right, I know it. Yep. So when I found it, we jumped on it, and
it was disassembled, I guess.
No, it was all summer. We had to tear it all down, and we put it in the U-Haul and go back the same day. Better to you, right? Yeah, sure. There's a sticker right there. He claimed his.
Oh yes. Yes. Here, the wizard himself.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. And then these are dryers. Okay, so when they were done, okay, goes to the dryer.
Wow, man. And then real quick, I'll show you the embroidery room.
Okay. Embroidery. I guess you had all of this the same at the every shop, but it was on a small
compact. Not this, only one machine. So tunnels.
Yeah. So right, it was only one, and now you have 2 in here.
So we doubled the screen printing production, and then embroidery was in like a 10 by 10 square, and now they have their own room.
Oh, I remember Butters talking about the white bunny.
Yeah, he's got that tattoo on his arm.
Yes, it's coming back. We'll keep you posted, y'all. It's coming back. I mean, everywhere, every place, every, and that's the thing. I mean, it's. And I'm not trying to grow his howl about it, but it's like being in an art museum. It really is, but it's a business and it's a shop. So these, my God, man, there's the boss. Yeah. In a greenhouse, I see it higher. Do you ever have that floor working at one time?
Oh yeah, ideally it's every day should all be going together.
Right. Dude, there will be blood. I mean, seriously, before we head out of here, what are some of your oldest pieces?
Art-wise, yeah, that Jerry in my office with the strings, that was for like 2004.
No kidding. I want to get it close up.
Some of these other banners were probably from 2016 when I moved in.
My God, it's so cool to show people this stuff. I mean, I know obviously it's a channel about buses, but buses are here, and this is badass, man. This is so freaking cool. Man, and congratulations, dude.
Thank you.
So many Life Aquatic, that's such a great movie. Oh my gosh, man. It's I mean, like I said, congratulations, man. We made it.
And that's it. You just throw the thread on, and then that's it. Yep. Wow, man. Unbelievable.
So yeah, those other rest on the bus from over there. Pretty much I've used the bus on a t-shirt since 2012, when I got her, 2011. I've always done like one shirt a year has the bus on it. This is this year's version.
So we would have close up on it again, man. It's so sweet. Yeah. Then the headliner, dude, or the roof. Yeah. The board. Oh my God, is that charcoal or is that pencil? There's a beetle. How about that? That's awesome. Dude, my God, wow. Man, I can't thank you enough for sharing this with us. Hold on, the double glasses. The full artery, dude. Yes. It's so great, man. Like, truly, dude, thank you so much for just sharing this with us. Thank you for sharing who you are. Thank you for sharing Janice with us. It really was, I don't live here anymore, and we had a beautiful time together, and, obviously Butters and all the things that he did, but, oh, you want to go, and it's happening, and it's raining. Oh, it is, man. We made it, man. We did it. Yeah, how about it? We did it in time. Anything we have in the neck, I appreciate it. And my brother, it's Allison Lou, and we'll see you guys in the next episode, wherever that may be, and be good to yourself, and until then. One of the most beautiful things about life, in my opinion, are the struggles and scars, both internally and externally. One of my favorite, by far, is, I'm on second gear, is my hand. Dr. Cato. If you are struggling, life's demanding on a lot of levels and a lot of fronts. Take time. It's amazing how much medicine there is in simply and depending on the severity of what's going on, reach out to somebody, be good to yourself, bend but don't break. The Crazy Horse Monument in the Dakotas. Talk about it, share it. Let's not wait more lifetimes for it to get finished. The Wounded Warrior Project. To those who've served, honor, homage, respect. Adopt, don't shop. And if you have dogs, walk them. And when you go out, tip more. 5, 10, or 20. Be good to yourself. Be good to each other. Tony, this was an awesome interview. I'll leave it with this. I wasn't sure if I was going to bring it up or not, but I'm not the guy to do this. You know, I didn't go to college. I'm one of the dumbest people on Sesame Street. When me and Tony had literally filmed the tour and the interview, and my dumb ass forgot to hook up the microphone cable, and that brother, we were getting ready to leave, and that brother, let's do it. And come on, GoPro. Don't do me like that. Anyways, he did it. We did it. We're here. I'll see you next time. And I know you really tune in for this level of cinematography, but whatever you do, don't like, and surely don't subscribe to this channel.